Welcome back to War of the Lesbian Zombies. In the last episode, Brenda told her sisters about the revenge mission to Pakistan and initiated Lily into the sisterhood. Now Brenda's going to test Robert's loyalty.
Brenda sat up front on the drive to New London. Are you feeling better, Jorge? Thank you for asking, my queen. The pill Chloe gave me took away my constant sex drive, but I'm still much stronger than normal. The pill counteracted your overactive libido, but you're still a zombie. Superman or not, I'll always be loyal to you. That's good to know, Jorge. Pulling up in front of Robert and Maggie's place, Brenda found them on the front porch. Little Zoe was in a swinging bassinet. Robert rushed to the limo and opened the door for Brenda. It's great to see you again. You may feel differently in a moment. Brenda sat with Maggie in a porch swing. Robert stood there, holding a beer bottle. What brings you here, Brenda? I've got a mission for you. Mission? Brenda recounted everything that had transpired between Jasmine, her husband, and his brothers, and the revenge that she wanted from beyond the grave. Loa insists we do this for Jasmine. You want them killed? And the evil imam who ordered her to be stoned to death. You want me to start a war for the lesbian zombies? She wants to put you in harm's way, Robert. I can't go through that again. When you were wounded in battle, this time you might not be so lucky. Maggie, I want Robert to go to work with General Taylor, under the order of the President, to take out a terrorist in Pakistan. At least that's the official story. Top secret. Taylor needs a command center set up at Fort Huachuca in Arizona. Robert, I want you to be in charge of the operation there. General Taylor will get you anything you need. Just use the security code Fox Trot Zero. How many soldiers will I get? Taylor will take care of that. I hope you can get some soldiers from your old unit to help you in Arizona. Will you do this for me? But Brenda! But nothing, Robert. You owe me. All right, but it's going to be hard to keep an operation this big under wraps. The General has security handled. Our cover story will be a World Health Organization mission to vaccinate the villagers against a plague that's coming. The Imam will be notified when to expect us. We'll pose as nurses, go in and take him out, as well as the Akim brothers, hopefully without anyone else getting killed. Maggie, the sisterhood is calling you to duty. We need your husband. Are you with us? Maggie sat there with a solemn look on her face. As long as Robert is safe, I'm okay with it. What do you say, Robert? When do we start? General Taylor will let you know. Brenda got up and strode back to the limo. Robert looked at his beer bottle, then chugged it dry. Damn. Colonel Wesley Miller was glad to see General Taylor head off for his meeting with the Joint Chiefs. It gave him time to snoop through the General's office. He found an interesting memo and a call log about Fleet Admiral Roy Kincaid of the U.S. Navy's Central Mediterranean Command on the island of Rhodes. He will attend Black Friday party, set him up with Brenda. Queen's gonna love this. No shit. Kincaid is going to fly all the way back to the States for a party? It must be a sex party. And what is this Queen shit all about? Something fishy was going on, and he wasn't thinking tuna. What is Lawrence mixed up in? Some kind of lesbian sex club or a deep state Russian spy ring? Finding the answer was now a matter of national security. Jorge opened the limo door and Brenda got out. Thank you. Have a great day, ma'am. She headed to the pool deck where heavy metal blared from the sound system. The sisters were frolicking like nymphs in the Garden of Eden. All that flesh and sunshine was a turn-on, and the 40-degree air temp didn't faze the lesbian zombies one bit. She turned off the music and strolled to the pool's edge. Lily was lying on a floaty tube, with her head back and her hands paddling the water. She was enjoying the well-deserved appreciation of her new sisters. Jackie was rubbing lotion on Maria's back, and on the deck lay the entangled bodies of Melinda and Donna. Monica was nowhere to be seen. She's probably on her way to tell Alphonse the sisterhood needs to use his yacht. Brenda was happy to see her sisters getting to know Lily. I should join them, but her mother hen instinct told her to check on Caroline instead. She was probably up in her room, playing with Girly Dog or watching her kid shows on TV. Brenda strolled inside and bounded upstairs to Caroline's room. Girly Dog was sleeping on her bed, but no sign of Caroline. She must be around here somewhere. Brenda strolled the grounds beyond the walled-in pool area, peered over the sand berm to see a vacant beach, then decided to check the crystal shrine. As soon as she stepped inside, she heard, "Boo!" Caroline jumped out from behind the sister tree of life. The relief of finding her did battle with a sudden burst of anger. "What are you doing here, young lady? This isn't a playground." "I heard a voice calling me. It was Loa. She let me see my mommy and daddy." Brenda dropped to her knees in front of Caroline. "Sweetie, remember, I told you to never tell a fib." "They were in a beautiful place, filled with stars, and were happy to see me. We even saw you talking to Robert and Maggie." So she's telling the truth. "What did your parents say to you?" "They wish I had a friend my own age to play with." "So do I, Brenda." "Okay, honey. Maybe we can get some kids from your school to come over." "Can we get some ice cream now?" "Sure, why not?" "Can my sisters come too?" The scene at the pool came to mind. They're a little busy right now. In Manhattan, on the 25th floor of the Empire State Building, where Alphonse Duda lived in a $5 million apartment adjoining the offices of his company, Coma Limited, Monica was showing him who was boss. "Take your pants off, and do it slowly, big boy." This was the game they played quite often, and Alphonse was happy to obey. His affinity for black women was legendary. From the moment Monica had spilled hot coffee in his lap, he was smitten. "I said drop them, Buster. This is going to hurt." While Alphonse and Monica were playing Dom and Sub over at the Pentagon, Colonel Wesley Miller feared he was going to get 20 lashes of his own. General Lawrence Taylor, sitting behind his desk with his feet propped up, had pushed the intercom buzzer, summoning Wes to his office. "Yes, sir?" "Have you been in here going through my papers?" Wes's heart gave him a jolt. He had to come up with a quick lie. "I was looking for your golf schedule." "Do you have the logistics in place for me to tee off?" "I don't have the dates, sir." "I'll text them to you. Meantime, stay out of my office." Wes wondered when Lawrence would request logistics for the sex party. Or maybe he didn't need logistics to conduct espionage for the Russians. "Yeah, keeping me out of the loop makes me think you're a traitor, General. Fox Trot Zero my ass. The Army would never give a sex party a code name." "Wes, what's the matter with you? It's like you're off in La La Land." "Sorry, sir. How did the JCS meeting go?" "The usual bullshit." "I guess that means we won't be bombing Russia anytime soon." He wasn't joking. He was fishing. "How's Lynn doing these days?" "She's fine, sir." Lawrence sure changed the conversation away from Russia mighty fast. Like it could be a touchy subject. But why? "I want you to take some leave, Wes." Now he's trying to get rid of me. "I would get bored as hell, General." "I'm taking time off myself, so you should take advantage of my absence. Go somewhere nice with Lynn. Vegas or Miami Beach. The Army owes you 3 weeks. I suggest you take them." "Yes, sir." "Don't let me catch you back here before then." "No, sir. Thank you, sir." "Dismissed." As Wes left the office, he was sure his CO would either be fraternizing with Jackie O'Neill and the lesbians, or on a plane to Moscow. Back at Coma Limited, Monica got up on her knees and slapped Alphonse's bare butt. "Now that you got your jollies, I need a favor." "Anything for you, my sweets." "The sisterhood needs to use your new yacht." He grabbed his shorts. "You mean a cruise in the Mediterranean?" "Sure. We'll call it that." "Out of the question." He pulled up his shorts. "All booked up." "Tell that to Brenda. She won't be happy, and you know what happens when she gets pissed off." She made a scissors motion with her fingers. "Snip, snip. We can't have that now, can we?" "Okay. I'll have the crew reschedule their bookings. When do you need it?" "Next month. For the whole month." "A month? You girls are killing me." "The things we do for love, baby." You better bring it back in one piece or else. He drew an index finger across his throat.
How about that? Looks like the sisterhood has secured passage to Pakistan. But something tells me the voyage isn't going to be as simple as a luxury boat cruise. Come back for episode 10, where you'll meet autistic 9-year-old Betsy, a new playmate for Carolyn, and her mother Jill, a new playmate for the sisterhood. Donna's off on a flight to Rhodes, and super sleuth Colonel Wesley Miller gets busted in General Taylor's office. Heads are gonna roll.